Come on into class. Come on into class. It's time for class. Let's look at the song we're learning today. Act like you didn't see it on my board already. Vamos a empezar con el título de la canción. La canción se llama Voy a llevarte pa' PR. Let's break this down first, shall we? This right here, this is called your near future tense. So this is when I always tell you guys, I am going to do something, he is going to do something, she is going to do something. Because you have the verb ir plus a plus infinitive. This is your verb ir. How is this ir? This says voy. That's because this is an irregular verb. This is irregular, meaning I know like these look nothing alike. So if you were to conjugate ir in the present tense, it goes yo voy, I go. Tú vas, you go. Él o ella o usted va, he or she or you formal go. Nosotros vamos, we go. Vosotros vais. And ellos van, they go. But to say you are going to, he is going to, she is going to, they are going to, is you use the verb ir in the proper conjugation. In this case, it is voy and then a, that preposition a, meaning to or at. In this case, we're going to interpret it as to, obviously. And so voy a, and then this is actually two words. We're going to break this down into two different parts. Llevar plus te. Okay. Llevar. ¿Qué significa esta palabra, este verbo? ¿Qué significa llevar? There's about 30,000 different things that you could say right now. It can mean to bring or to carry. In this context, en este contexto, vamos a decir que esto significa to bring. Now, this te is in this context your direct object pronoun. This is who or what is on the direct receiving end of a verb, right? So whenever, in this case, the verb is to bring. To bring who does the they refer to? Yes. I am going to bring you. Now, this they could also go in one other spot, technically, but you don't have to put it there. This is the name of the song, so I can't change the title of the song. But grammatically speaking, where else could this they be placed? Your indirect and your direct object pronouns can also go before your verb. And so in this case, the first verb is voy, so you could put te voy a llevar, and it's the same meaning as voy a llevarte. The only difference is that one rolls off the tongue easier than the other, depending on, your dialect colloquially. But voy a llevarte means I am going to bring you pa. Whenever you have these little apostrophes, this means that something is being omitted. So this is a full word. Alguien dime por favor en los comentarios cuál palabra es esta. What word is this? Yes. This is para. Some people get really confused because doesn't para mean for? So how is it for? Like, I'm going to bring you for PR, pero no significa for en este contexto. En este contexto significa algo un poco diferente. Porque tú puedes usar esta palabra para indicar como hacia, like towards. And so, I'm going to take you towards, or to is how it can be interpreted, to PR, which is Puerto Rico. I'm going to take you to Puerto Rico. That is what the title of the song means. ¿Tiene sentido? Does that make sense? Because this is a line of the song. First time here, kind of nervous. Pookie, don't be nervous. What you nervous for? Okay, repeat after me. Repítemelo, por favor. Whenever you see a V, don't think of it as being pronounced the way that it is in English, como voy. pero tú tienes que pronunciarlo como un B, no? So whenever you see V, think B. Everybody repeat after me. Say, boy. But not, because some dialects do have that hard plosive, that's called a plosive, this sound, B. It's not boy, like boy, but it's como like, you're about to put, I always explain it this way, you're about to put your lips together, but you still leave room for a little air to be able to escape, and that's called an approximant. So it's boy. Say, boy. A llevarte, that's that B again, llevarte pa perre. This double L is a letter within itself. In the Spanish language, it's called an eye. So whenever you see the two L's, it equates to a Y sound. So it's llevarte, not levarte, llevarte pa perre. You sound bilingual. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but you literally sound like you don't need me. Okay, I'm going to now play it so that we can listen to it. It's not the first part of the song, but we're gonna now listen to it for our comprehension skills. No? Y'all know the drill. Here. Kind of fast. Here it is. Mami, pa que vea como es que se perrea. Y'all know I'm gonna play it like 20,000 times. Okay, ready? Where are we at? I'm gonna just try it right here, right now. I'm gonna just do it. Put a 1 in the chat if you caught at least one word. Put a 2 in the chat if you caught absolutely none of that. Put a 3 in the chat if you caught the whole thing. Let me know. 2 down, 3. Where's we go with all these threes? Okay, voy a llevarte pa perre. Mami, pa que vea como es que se perrea. Okay, y'all know mommy. Mommy, mama. You know, it's a term of endearment. Girl, baby, girl, mommy. Pa que. Now we know that pa already means para. Like, yo tengo que irme a la tienda. I have to go to the store. And someone is like, ay, para que? What would that mean? Yes, it means like, for what? For what? What for? And so, in this context, we are also saying para que, but this is not what for. This is so that. Because para also means in order to. Que, in this context, can mean that. So literally, I would say your literal translation of this would be for that. Pero eso no tiene sentido en inglés. Entonces, tenemos que decir so that. Remember, translation is what is directly on the board. Like I'm telling you bar for bar, word for word, what's on the board in English. But interpretation is what's going to bring meaning across those two languages. And so what you're literally saying is for that. Interpretation, so that. ¿De qué verbo viene esta palabra? What verb does this come from? Bella. And I just want to see something because this is something a little. Okay, come on. Y'all bilingual. Ver. This is an ER verb. But this ending is not an ER typical ending like the present tense. This is the opposite ending. Y'all know what this is called. If you're in my live pretty often, you probably know what this is called. Anybody want to tell me? This is not like a tense necessarily. This is called a mood. What is this mood called when we conjugate it with the opposite ending? Yes, this is called the subjunctive. I have no clue. I love that for you because now you're about to know. I always give you guys a quick rundown. Subjunctive is when you are expressing a hope, a wish, a desire, or a hypothetical situation. Something is hypothetical, it's not literally happening, it's a possibility. Y por eso tú tienes que usar el subjuntivo. You got to use the subjunctive. So, in this context, he's saying, I'm going to take you to perre, mami, pa que vea, so that you see como. In this context, we're going to say how. Como la como estás. Es que. This comes from the verb ser. Ser means to be. And this is conjugated in the third person singular, meaning is, he is, she is, or it is. In this context, we're going to say it is. Once again, que en este contexto significa that. It would mean what if it had an accent over the E, but we don't have an accent over the E. And just based off of context alone, we know that Que does not mean what. Whenever, okay, short and sweet, whenever you see se in front of a verb, just think of it as one blank. Se come, one eats. A lot of times you'll go to Hispanic neighborhoods and you'll see, or sometimes you'll, like mixed neighborhoods, and you'll see a sign in the window that says, aquí se habla español. Se habla means one speaks. One speaks Spanish here. It's a general way of saying Spanish is spoken here. Spanish is spoken, it's just general. So, se perrea means, okay, well, first of all, let's look at this verb, perrea. This comes from the verb perrear. ¿Qué significa este verbo perrear? Y'all know what this is? What is perrear? Huh? Actually, let me not ask y'all before they flag the live. This comes from the type of, like, perreo. Do y'all know what this type of dancing is? It's a type of dancing, they related to twerking, but it's different than twerking. A lot of grinding, a lot of. So he says, mommy. So the dance itself, the noun is perreo. That's the type of dance. Perrea comes from the verb perrear, which means to dance. Perreo. And remember, this is actually veas because we're talking directly to her. So it's in the tú form. Pero no vamos a ponerlo así because remember, usualmente si una palabra termina con ese, if a word usually ends in an S, in Caribbean Spanish, it's not going to be pronounced. So that veas just becomes bella. And I express that with this little apostrophe here, that something is being omitted, and that omission is the final consonant final S. Repítemelo, por favor. Repeat after a real nigga, please. Mami, pa que vea. Remember, you see V, think B, but not a full B. Ve. Mami, pa que vea cómo es que se perrea. Because I think in his pronunciation, he omits this S too. Because usualmente, okay, but I want to know how to say that in English. In English, dice, mami, so that you see how it is that one dances perreo. All right, let's listen to it. Y'all ready? Here. It's a little slow. Do it again. Do it again. Otra vez, otra vez. Otra vez. Do it again. Do it again. Because I feel like y'all really getting it. You really getting it. Ready? Yes. This part, he is not pronouncing that S. So he blends this pretty well. So, es que se perrea. Y'all know. Put a 1 in the chat if you caught at least one word. Put a 2 in the chat if you caught nothing. Put a 3 if you caught the whole thing. Where are we at? This is just fun. I feel like Kobe. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. It's okay to put a 2. Está bien poner un 2 si tiene que poner un 2. No te preocupes. Si tiene que poner un 2, repítemelo por favor. Okay, let's go to the next line. I saw a whole bunch of 3s. I saw some 1s. I saw a 2. It's okay. This comes from a verb. This is a command. This is a command. Anybody know what verb this comes from? Traete. Yes. This comes from the verb traer. And traer means to bring. Whenever you are forming a command, you can often add that indirect object pronoun te to the end of it. Because you can even say comete, which means just eat. What makes it a command? Commands are formed by putting a verb in the third person singular. Sometimes it's irregular, sometimes it's not. But for this example, the verb is to bring, which is traer. Traete means bring. Commanding somebody to bring. Bring what? Tu amiga. But why do we have this a? ¿Qué significa tu amiga, first of all? Your friend. Now remember, tu in this context means your. It doesn't mean you. It would mean you if we had an accent over the you. Pero no tenemos un acento, entonces no significa you. It means your. But we have this a. This is what we call a personal a. So whenever you are indicating a person is on the receiving end of a verb, you're going to put that a, because this, instead of putting like a direct object pronoun or indirect object pronoun to replace tu amiga, if you're referring to tu amiga, you have to put a. So, por ejemplo, if I'm saying I have to call my parents, that's the example I usually use. Yo tengo que llamar mis padres will be incorrect. Yo tengo que llamar a mis padres. I have to call to my parents. Doesn't make sense directly in English, literally translated, but whenever you are referring to people after a verb and they're on the receiving end of that verb, you have to use what's called a personal I. And so bring your friend. Your friend is on the receiving end of being brought. Tráete a tu amiga. Sí. Sí means yes. If it doesn't have an accent, it means if. Te gusta. Te gusta means if you like. It's not being conjugated based on you doing the liking. Gustar means to be pleasing to, and so you're conjugating it based on whatever is doing the pleasing, not whoever's doing the liking. And so what's doing the pleasing? The idea, la idea. Because la idea it's in the third person singular, you will refer to it as an it. You would conjugate it the same way as he pleases, she pleases, it pleases. And so because this is an it, that's why we're conjugating gustar to refer to idea and not to you. Bring your friend. Tráete a tu amiga if she te gusta, you like, or la idea, the idea. If the idea pleases you. If the idea pleases you. ¿Tiene sentido? Okay, now we're gonna work on pronunciation. Okay, repítemelo por favor. Oh, my back. Good God. Tráete a tu amiga si te gusta la idea. Okay, next line. He says, what he say? He just be talking. Okay, listen, focus. Wrong way. Dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Okay, dile. This comes from the verb decir. This is another command. Whenever you're using the verb decir, you want to tell somebody to like say, tell. Usually you don't just say the on its own. Usualmente, sometimes you'll hear, you guys have probably heard before, dime, tell me, talk to me. But this is not dime, it's dile. This is what we call an indirect object pronoun. This is not a direct object pronoun. This is an indirect object pronoun. This is tell him or her. In this context, we're saying her because the last line was tráete a tu amiga si te gusta la idea. Bring your friend if you like the idea. Dile que, tell her that esta noche. ¿Qué significa esta noche? It means literally, that's why I'm glad. It means this night. But interpreted, it means tonight. Whenever you want to say tonight, say esta noche. Esta noche, this night is tonight. Dile que esta noche, tell her that tonight, again, this is your near future conjugation. Your near future tense. So, I am going to, he is going to, she is going to, we are going to. In this case, who is this? It says I am going to, we are going to, she is going to. Remember, this is vamos. But there's an apostrophe here, which indicates that that S is not being pronounced. So that's why it's just vamos. See, we are going to, and then hanguear. This is a verb that they got from English, to hang. And so take to hang into a verb. To hang out. Tell her that tonight we're going to hang out. Dile que esta noche vamos a hanguear. Okay, repítemelo por favor. Oh my God, I love y'all. Okay, repeat after me. Dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Let's listen to it. Oh my God. You okay? Give me 2 minutes to go check on something. I will be back. Hold on. Amen. Todo bien. Todo bien. Todo bien. Y'all ready to listen to the line? Here it is. Do it again. Here it is. Okay. 3 more lines. Okay. We're going to get through these lines real quick. Que rico la vamos a pasar. Whenever you have que before an adjective, it means how blank. Que lindo, how cute. Oh, que feo, how ugly. Oh, que inteligente, how smart. You're really smart. Okay? That's the tone in which you're using it. Rico. ¿Qué significa rico? Yes, rich, sweet, and like flavor. It can be flavor or taste, but it can also describe anything, like a good time. So in this case, that's what we're talking about. Que rico, how rich or how sweet or how good. Okay, remember, this is your, oh my God, that's ghetto. This is your near future tense. We are going to pasar. Pasar means to spend, not spend money, but spend time. It can mean to happen. So in this case, he's saying, que rico la vamos a pasar. How rich or how sweet we are going to spend it. La noche. That's what he's talking about. Because the last line was, tráete a tu amigo. Oh, he said, dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Tell her that tonight we're going to hang out. How rich or how sweet we are going to spend it. La as in la noche, the night. How we're going to spend the night. He's not telling her to bring her for no reason. Essentially, you can interpret this as like, we're going to have a good time. Que rico la vamos a pasar. Okay, repítemelo, por favor. Que rico la vamos a pasar. Que rico la vamos a pasar. Que rico la vamos a pasar. Okay, ¿están listos to listen to it? Here we go. Here it is. Do it again. Here it is. Too loud, I'm sick. Turn the phone down, Samantha. Okay, we're going to listen to it one more time. Ready? Here it is. Okay, where are we at? Because I can play it. I feel like I need to play it a couple times. But where are we at? 1, you caught at least one word. 2 means you caught none of that. 3 means you caught the whole thing. Where are we at? Tree. That felt like butter. Listen. I love teaching. I just love teaching. 3. We have 2 more lines. This line is a reoccurring theme in Bad Bunny's music. ¿Qué significa aquí? Yes, it means here. What word also means here? Dime otra palabra que también significa here. Acá versus aquí. But in this context, we're using aquí. Nadie is, it is no one. No one. Aquí nadie se va a casar. Okay, well, let's look at casar. This actually is the verb casarse, which means what? ¿Qué significa este verbo? To marry or to get married. So, this se, whenever you have a reflexive verb and you have that se at the end, that se can be moved to before the verb. The verb in this context, this va is the verb ir. It can go before the verb. Aquí nadie se va a casar. This is your, again, your near future tense. Va a casar is going to get married. This is conjugated based on nobody, and nobody will be conjugated as he, her, it, no one. Aquí nadie se va a casar. Here, no one is going to get married. Ain't nobody getting married here. We just here for a good time. I mean, if casar is just to marry in general, casarse, you would say to marry oneself, which is to get married. Repítemelo, por favor. Repeat after me. Aquí nadie se va a casar. Aquí nadie se va a casar. Aquí nadie Se va a casar. This is gonna blend pretty well because this ends in an A, and this starts, and this is just I. These are the same sound. So let's listen. Here it is. Here it is. One more time. Here. Where are we at? 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Do you? First of all, side note, do you know how hard it is to get a room full of people, all on different learning levels, to be on one accord with Bad Bunny Spanish? Cheers to y'all, bro. Okay, last line goes like this. As you can see, we're doing a whole lot of that near future tense. You are going to, he is going to, she is going to. Okay. Pero means but. This apostrophe means something is being omitted, right? What is this word fully if this omission was not there? Yes, this is vas. Now you know that S is omitted because in Caribbean Spanish, final consonant S's are not pronounced. Therefore, when he pronounces it, you're not going to hear it. You are going to querer. ¿Qué significa querer? ¿Qué significa este verbo? Yes. It means to want. To want. Quedar. Quedar puede significar alguna cosita. Pero en este contexto vamos a decir to stay. So he says, oh, we're forgetting a te. Pero tú te vas a querer quedar. Te. This is your direct object pronoun. Your indirect object pronoun or your direct object pronoun, again, is who or what is on the receiving end of a verb. In this case, this is going to be in reference to quedar, to stay. Por ejemplo, si tú quieres decir, I'm leaving, a lot of times you're going to hear, ya me voy. Ya me voy. You don't just hear voy, you hear me voy. Voy comes from the verb ir, right, which means to go. And so if you're saying me voy, that literally means I'm going myself, which does not make sense in English, literally translated. But if you interpret it, it means I'm leaving. I'm going myself means I'm leaving. In this case, tú te vas a querer quedar. This stay is coming from this quedar, like stay yourself. And it's no more than just saying that you just want to stay. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Where we at? 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 Come on, threes. Come on, threes. 1, 3. Hold on. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Y'all know what time it is. Here's what I want y'all to do. If you're watching me on a phone or whatever you're watching me on, and you are able to scroll up and I'm still in that little corner of your screen while you texting, yo, yeah, then I need you to do that same thing and slide up and go to Google. I'm going to give you guys a second. Go look up the lyrics to this song in Spanish and come back and tell me ready when you got it. All right, remember, we did not start at the beginning of the song. We started at the part where the chorus starts. Voy a llevarte pa' perre, mami, pa' que vea cómo es que se perrea. And we're going to sing through everything we just learned together. And if you don't get, the goal is not to get every word. It's not. The goal right now is to have fun. The goal right now is to have fun. Okay. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Voy a llevarte pa' PR, mami, pa' que vea cómo es que se perrea. Tráete a tu amiga si te gusta la idea. Dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Qué rico la vamos a pasar. Aquí nadie se va a casar, pero tú te vas a querer quedar. Aprovecha que turn up. Y'all just sat through all of that. And you learned it. How was it? Did you have fun? Even if you ain't get it all, maybe you got like 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, 4 words. Even if you didn't get the words, your understanding of it is different. It ain't gotta be perfect. I just want you to try. Ate that up. Ate that up, ate that up, ate that up, ate that up. Wow. I'm so proud of y'all. 3? So proud of y'all. It's not even funny.